When worlds collide, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready to
suck it!
We're talking about the times that NBA players entered the unknown world of professional wrestling. I'm not referring to the attempted wrestling moves on the court, the headlocks, the stomps, the clotheslines, the weapons, and the best on-court Royal Rumble moments. This brought me back to my emo days. Was I the only one? Anyways, back to basketball. Instead, we are talking about the times when NBA players strapped on their boots and entered the ring with professional wrestling royalty. Hold on tight and get the popcorn ready. Here we go! Shaquille O'Neal was such a dominant force on the basketball court, it's often talked about how there was never a true match for him. He was too strong and powerful for even the biggest players in his time. In 2009, on Raw, Shaq found himself face to face with his equal, aka The Big Show. The two traded words before Shaq showed that in the ring, he wasn't out of his comfort zone. They were locked in a choking match before Superman knocked him on his back and out of the ring. Shaq was guest hosting this night, which started with a memorable interaction with Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho said, "Let me remind you of something. The most powerful duo in sports is not LeBron and Shaq. It's..." Shaq interrupted with,
Christina.
He also rapped with Crime Time.
Yeah, I got money, yeah.
Shaq has made several appearances in professional wrestling. In 1994, he was a guest at WCW's Bash at the Beach event, where he sat ringside to present the championship belt to the winner of the match between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Shaq was clearly a Hulkamaniac. Shaq told Hulk Hogan to rip him apart, which proceeded to this awkward striptease.
Rip him to smithereens like this. I'll rip him apart for you. I'll rip him apart.
Super spicy! This match was Hulk Hogan's WCW debut. Hulk Hogan won the match and the title. Shaq and Mr. T presented him the belt. What a moment! Shaq also surprised fans by entering WrestleMania 32. He started things out with a bang when he teamed up with The Big Show to chokeslam Kane. The two were eventually thrown out together due to the cooperation of everyone else. Shaq also appeared in AEW, where he powerbombed star Cody Rhodes. Shaq was ultimately knocked out cold when he was slammed through two open tables. Good thing Shaq does his own stunts though, since it would be impossible to find a stunt double, unless you ask his good friend Chuck.
Who do they mistake you for?
I went to
Shrek.
I'm an ogre. I'm a terrifying ogre.
On to one of the most memorable NBA crossover fights at the 1998 WCW Bash on the Beach. This was a tag team match that pitted Karl Malone and Diamond Dallas Page versus Dennis Rodman and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman famously had their differences on the court. That was obvious throughout two consecutive NBA Finals series. These two decided to finally settle the score in front of the San Diego crowd. Rodman engulfed his villainous role of fighting alongside Hollywood. Rodman missed practice for that, but Hollywood excused his absence.
You know, there are some things worth missing practice for, brother.
Rodman appreciated the freedom. Speaking of freedom, that goes to our next NBA player appearance. We are talking about the time Enes Freedom returned to Madison Square Garden. Previously known as Enes Kanter, he was a member of the New York Knicks. During free agency, he left New York and joined the Celtics. He thought it would be a great idea to make his return to New York in the ring of WWE. Kanter entered the ring with 24/7 title holder R-Truth. R-Truth bragged about how him and Enes were great friends and compadres. Kanter decided to cheap shot him and steal the title. This proceeded to exposing his Celtics jersey to get a crowd reaction. His reign as the 24/7 title holder lasted a good 23 seconds.
Doing that here in New York?
With the roll-up, and Truth regains the 20.
That's about the only time Enes ever got to feel on top. Poor guy.
This is what a sad song sounds like. Mr. Lone.
I guess the WWE loves to get the New York crowd heated, which was proven when they invited Trae Young to SmackDown. New York fans disliked Trae so much that one fan spat on him in the 2021 NBA playoffs. Trae appeared on SmackDown in front of the New York crowd. Trae was met with the expected, overwhelming sound of boos.
Listen to that boo! They hate him in here.
Knicks fans take the love of their team very seriously. Young tried to make his mark on the match by choking Rey Mysterio. He was caught by the referee, which resulted in his ejection. The Madison Square Garden erupted with happiness. In 2003, rookie LeBron James joined the WWE by way of ringside seats. He had only been in the NBA a week when he made this appearance. Oh, baby LeBron, what a trip down memory lane. LeBron was invited to meet a bunch of the players after the taping. He met Stacy Keibler, the Dudley Boys, and Bill Goldberg. LeBron documented the night on his very fancy Panasonic flip phone. He probably had a computer too.
He has a computer in the house. May I be excused, please? Thank you.
We also can't forget the time when the Los Angeles Lakers faced the Denver Nuggets. Not in the way you would imagine, though. This match aired on a 2009 Raw episode. The Lakers team included Dave Bautista and John Cena, while the Nuggets team included Randy Orton and The Big Show. The Lakers took the dub. Moving on from player appearances, let's talk about Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban's multiple WWE appearances, which is mind-blowing since every appearance hasn't worked out very well for him. He first appeared at the 2003 Survivor Series. He pushed Eric Bischoff out of the ring just to be ambushed by Randy Orton. His second appearance had him face-to-face with WWE star Sheamus. He cut Sheamus off balance and knocked him on his back. He was then picked up like a rag doll and tossed through a table.
The humanity!
Cuban was once asked to reflect on his WWE appearances. Mark said, "I told him I had 2 rules before I would do it. 1, I got to hit someone. 2, I got hit. By the way, it was a real table and my back hurt for a week. Good thing he's got ownership stakes in over 400 businesses and just sold majority ownership of the Mavericks for $3.5 billion. Plus, he makes more than $30,000 per Shark Tank episode. I'm pretty sure that would buy him a new bat." He also recently announced his planned departure from Shark Tank in 2025. Maybe his retirement plan is get thrown around more in the ring. NBA players haven't been the only ones making the jump. WWE superstar The Miz showed off his basketball skills last year during Salt Lake City's All-Star Weekend. He played for Team Ryan. The team was down 3 points with .07 seconds left on the clock. The Miz made a great steal and launched a shot from half court. Everyone was absolutely shocked when it went in. He had won the game with a miracle 4-pointer. Or did he? The shot didn't count because it left his hands after the buzzer.
And Giannis ended up winning the debate, taking his ball and going home. Yeah, it's over.
Still a pretty insane showing for the wrestling star. The crossover between NBA players and professional wrestling has provided fans with unforgettable moments of excitement, entertainment, and sheer disbelief. From electrifying entrances to intense matchups, these collaborations have showcased the charisma, athleticism, and larger-than-life personalities of both worlds. Whether they were delivering bone-crushing moves or simply adding star power to the wrestling ring or ringside, NBA players have left their mark on the world of professional wrestling. These moments serve as a testament to the constant appeal and universal allure of sports entertainment in all forms. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey of when worlds collide.